I was always extremely sporty. I used to play. My brother is just a year and a half older than me, and I used to play in the park behind the house with him and his friends, which were all guys. So I was always, very male influenced. I used to always play sports. Because I played all sports, obviously football was one of them, which I was introduced to in junior school. I studied in Basandali school, and I just fell in love with it. It was always my favorite sport amongst everything. I think I was fortunate because Vasant Valley was the first school in Delhi to have a women's football team, and I was fortunate to be a part of it. And in fact, the first Delhi team that played in 2004 comprised, majority of the team comprised of the Vasant Valley team, and I was a part of it. Yeah, I actually decided to go to JMC after school because it had the best football team in DU at the time, and I obviously went for the tryouts and everything, and so that continued with my football. I played for the university team, I played for the college team, continued to play for Delhi. So I tried to play as many tournaments as I could. Then I went to Exeter, and even when deciding to go to Exeter, I did my research. I tried to send the team over there an email saying, do you have a solid football team? So football was always the center point for me, and it was my decision-making tool. It takes some time to adjust to. It's one thing to be fit, so I prepared myself mentally and physically to be fit and everything. So pre-season was all about fitness and about proving yourself physically as an individual. But when it comes to playing games and stuff, you have to, it's more about an individual. It's more a team sport and not about individual sports. So my progress graph was upwards during pre-season, and then there was a dip because I was still getting used to the English football and playing with the English girls, because it's a lot more physical, it's a lot faster, there's more communication that's required. But then, towards the end, I think there was an upward graph again. So it's even my coach. I spoke to him quite a few times about this. He said that you've got it all there. Like you're quick. You're athletic, and you have the ability and stuff. It's just in your head. So it's all about confidence. And I think now I'm towards the end of the season. I was beginning to get back my confidence, and I'm dying for the next season, because I know for every player it's different how they maintain their confidence, and I think I found the key to myself when it comes to confidence. And for me, it's just about remembering to enjoy the game. I know quite a few girls in Delhi itself who can actually make it. The only thing that could possibly become a problem that's probably holding them back is the money factor. It doesn't pay so much, even at the Super League level. So Tottenham plays at the Premier League level. The Super League, which is the two leagues above us, those players are paid, but I've heard that's also not enough to live like a comfortable life. They have to still have a job on the side, and for I guess Indians, because I have a British passport, I have an easy way out because I can find work there very easily. I can stay there easily. So I think these are the only basic technical barriers. Otherwise, in terms of performance, I think there are a lot of Indian girls who I can say can actually make it there. I mean, we have our season. Let's just talk about Tottenham. Our season lasts 10 months, pre-season, season. It's an entire of 10 months. So for 10 months, we're constantly practicing. We have games every Sunday. So the amount of experience that we get by the end of it is a lot more than I got in Delhi. I was training constantly, but there was no platform to perform on. But here, every Sunday, we have a game to prove ourselves, and we have we have to keep proving ourselves every Sunday, because depending on your performance, you get pushed up to the first team or you get pushed down to the development team. So you have to always be at your best form. So I think it's the consistency. The infrastructure is far better. The coaches are there, come prepared before every session. You know that they've come prepared. They know the opponent that we're going to be playing on Sunday, and they set up their sessions on the basis of who we're going to be playing against and what kind of formation they want us to. So everything's, you can see there's a structure, there's a sense of organization, and the girls just have to come and perform. Whereas over here, girls have to look for a field that might be free, or a coach that might be having training, and there's no stability out here. I would give a lot of credit to the individual girls and their hard work, because despite lack of support, in terms of money and in terms of infrastructure and stuff, you can still see girls working hard on themselves through the year, even though they don't have tournaments and stuff. On themselves, they're just working. And I think when you get individuals like that coming together and forming the Delhi team, it's, it reflects. They've qualified now for the semi-finals all on their own terms. I feel that whenever any sort of international tournament is held at a place like Brazil, or like we have the Commonwealth in India, the biggest thing that changes is the infrastructure, because obviously you need to have international standard equipment and stadiums and everything. All that changes, and of course a lot of attention is given in that period of time to sports. But I mean, it's up to the government completely to actually maintain all the stadiums and stuff like that afterwards. I think so. I really think so. In 2008, I actually got called for the India camp for the under 19, and I think that was the first time I actually saw. That's obviously the best level you have, at least in that age category, and I was floored. I was like, this. I mean, why have we not made it to the World Cup yet? We're great as a team. We've got individual performers. We've got amazing skills and everything. So, I mean, it's pretty obvious what it is. I think we definitely can make it to the World Cup. I think there is a lot of attention being given now. And the girls are pushing for it by performing despite the infrastructure and stuff. So I can't even imagine with infrastructure, we could basically make history in no time. I definitely believe that. Now I'm starting to get into the flow with the team, and now firstly I'm a very shy person, so for me getting along with the team the first season itself took a lot. So I cannot start and scratch again. I wanna really gel well with this team, because that shows on the field as much as off the field. So I think I'll be able to perform better also because I know this team already. So and it has been already a step up for me to play in Tottenham, so definitely Tottenham for me, at least for the next couple of years.